Most of the time we hear about lost media is about stuff made decades before you were born. However, despite modern archiving availability, there are still pieces of media that go off the air and never return. I have even watched or played with some lost media during my childhood. If you watched Nick Jr. from 1994 to 2004, you will remember this face, which aired as a part of multiple short bumpers, but sadly, like most bumpers, many of them are lost. I was not around for most of these, but I do remember watching a lot of them via VHS recordings of shows like Blue's Clues, and after watching some bumper compilations, I think I might have seen some of the lost ones. This one is one of the most surprising on the list due to its affiliation with the NFL and how recent it is, but then you see it aired on Nicktoons. The channel was the graveyard of shows that originally ran on Nickelodeon, and had a few original shows of its own. NFL Rush Zone initially started out as a bunch of shorts that aired a lot on Nicktoons before becoming standard-length episodes. I happened to watch them since I was apparently the only kid to watch the channel. The later seasons are archived better with the official NFL channel having them up on YouTube, but 2 of them are missing. There is no known reason, but I assume that they are not up due to controversies around the players in those episodes. The NFL Rush Zone's episodes I remember watching were so weird. It was a bunch of poorly animated flash cartoons about football team logos, with some kid talking about football cores. If you can't figure it out, I didn't really pay attention to the plot. I really loved The Hub. It had Transformers Prime, G.I. Joe Renegades, Growing Up Creepy, Tutenstein, and Down Versus, and they reran a bunch of great shows I had my first experiences with. That wasn't until Discovery murdered them, but thankfully they aren't doing that to another company. After I got home from school, they'd always be playing a bunch of game shows like Picturica. I also watched The Game of Life, but for the purposes of this section, we'll be talking about Family Game Night. It was a game show where 2 teams would be competing in different Hasbro games. I remember watching it at night a bunch, but now around 14% of the episodes are lost media. It was just another victim of shows that air never getting a home media release, and being before companies would just dump stuff on streaming or YouTube. Now let's shake it up a bit, because this is former lost media. Genius, Sheenus, or In-Betweenus was a special Nickelodeon did in 2007 where they had Jimmy Neutron do a Mystery Space Theater 3000 parody for his movie. This received a lot of promotional stuff and I remember it vividly, but for some reason they were just a one and done deal. It never re-aired, nor did it get a home release. It not resurfaced until 2021 when the Redditor uploaded it to Google Drive, and now you can easily find clips of it on YouTube.